What's up guys, it's Mikey B, bringing you some more Dark Souls over the Christmas. We are looking at Day 4, Part 1. In the previous episode, we rang the second bell of awakening. We unlocked a place called Sen's Fortress. And we descended into literal hell. I'm going to show you a couple of things. We're not going to do this section fully at this point because we do actually get a chance to come back and do it properly as part of the main game. But there is some important stuff to consider. First of all, if we just come down here. Little bit of a trek, but there's a bonfire here. Okay, so don't forget to light it. Reverse your hollowing and obviously kindle it. In the downtime, in the dead time off camera, you can probably tell I've been grinding. We've got an awful lot more souls than we had before, and that's fine. If you take a look at these guys, obviously they are non-hostile. I mentioned it before, they're non-hostile. They're just guys. They're actually chaos servants, if I remember correctly. And they've got these big old eggs on their back. Just leave them alone. There's only a couple around here that are actually hostile, and you kind of sort of need them to be. You can actually get those eggs yourself off one of these guys. Let's just there. They have to do a grab attack. There we go. Okay, now as long as you just keep yourself alive, what these guys will do is they will put those eggs onto your head. It's important that they do that, and I will show you why. Okay, I'm going to speed this up because this can take a little while. Okay, there we go. So you probably noticed my character there scratching the back of his head. That is your signal to leave, basically. If we just rest, reset those guys, we should still have our head lice, and that's fine, at least in the video game. If you have head lice in real life, get that sorted out as quick as possible, please. Also, if you do have head lice, please like and subscribe, and leave a comment. Thank you. Bam! Hidden wall! Okay, so we've got another fella here. Yeah, my head's still scratching. I'm going to speak to him now.
Oh dear, what have we here? Are you a new servant? But you have no eggs. No matter. Go along and have audience with our fair lady. I pray that you will mind your manners.
Mind your manners? Around the fair lady, you better mind your manners, son. Oh, this poor woman, honestly. Horrendous state of affairs. She is a bonfire keeper though. This bonfire, let me show you, is already kindled. Okay, so she's a bonfire keeper. Okay, now we're going to wait around a little bit. Something important is about to happen. We're going to talk to this guy first whilst we're waiting, actually.
What is it? Go along and meet our fair lady. What is it? Go along and meet our fair lady.
Is that all you got to say, son? Okay. Reason why I checked that, I checked my inventory, I will show you in a moment. See, this woman, just like the other firekeeper, isn't speaking to you, can't speak to you at all. Unlike the other firekeeper, however, it's not because she's had her tongue ripped out. Remember the old witch's ring? Oh, that had nothing to do with the ring, by the way. That was to do with the headlights. But, yeah, now I've put the ring on.
Quaylag, my dear sister. Quaylag, what is it? Quaylag, my dear sister. The eggs, it hurts. They've gone still. I am afraid it may be too late. I am so sorry, dear sister. I'll be fine. I have you, dear sister. But promise me that you will take care of yourself.
Excellent. Excellent. So yeah, the only person that this lady can speak to is her sister. Her sister you have just murdered in order to ring a bell for somebody else. Yay, excellent. The eggs as well. Obviously, those are her children. And I mentioned before on the previous episode there were some freaky looking monsters. You know, fire coming out of their bellies, little wings on their back, tiny little legs, all that stuff. I have no proof of this, but I think that we have just been mercilessly killing her surviving children. So, yay, Dark Souls. Yay, Dark Souls for laying that on us right this second. Now, the good thing is, about this lady, is we can actually enter a covenant with her.
Covenant again. Of course. Let me try.
Pyromancy, Great Chaos Fireball, just for joining. Okay, now obviously we've done some heinous things to this woman. Okay, so let's give her some humanity here.
Oh, thank you, Quaylag.
I think she's got some more to say. No, she doesn't. Okay.
My Quaylag, do be safe.
Right.
Oh, my dear sister, don't mind me. It does not hurt terribly.
There we go. Pyromancy, Chaos Storm. Once you've got that Pyromancy, you have completed the Covenant.
Oh, thank you, Quaylag. I'll be but
Blah, blah, blah.
goodbye.
Okay, I'm going to leave. I was under the impression that when you gave humanity to this woman, those eggs stop hurting and she can feel them moving again. Probably worthwhile to leave and come back. Just hang on.
Quaylag. I'll be but that you.
No. No, sadly, no. Time to leave then.
Be safe.
Yeah, just don't tell anybody what we did. It'll be alright.
Well, now, you're just like me. Your dedication is fully apparent. Only, well, your head looks awful. Why not try this? I've no use for it any longer. Oh, hello. What is it that you need?
Okay, so this guy becomes a vendor now. We can, well, sort of modify our equipment. He cannot ascend that pyromancy flame, but he can modify it up to plus 15 if necessary. He sells egg vermifuge, poison mist, and toxic mist. He's got a few things to say.
Do you have an interest in pyromancy? If you have, I shall share my flame with you.
Nice.
You have served our fair lady well. Now, let this strength be yours.
So basically, you can let Laurentius die. You can ignore the depths. You can ignore the sewers. If you take a different route, and this guy will give you pyromancy anyway, but only those two things, sadly. And now he also sells a servant roster. Once you've finished the covenant, so to speak, you can still give humanity to this woman, to this lady. You basically invade people. The point of it is you invade people, you steal the humanity, and then you give it to this woman because it helps her with, or at least I was under the impression of, it helps her with her pain, it helps her with the eggs. Because she's a chaos demon, basically. She's one of the witches of Izalith, but she's been mutated because of their experiments. Basically, she's mutated into this spider creature, and it's painful. It's painful, and she's basically an innocent. All she's trying to do is just live a life, have kids, things like that. But being a chaos demon now, things aren't so simple anymore. And this servant roster is basically the high scoreboard, basically. I'm going to buy it just because I'm not going to use it because, like I said, I don't do PvP. And humanity itself, yeah, you usually just find it, and so there's no point in just coming back and giving her humanity for no reason. If you're not going to compete or anything like that, what would be the point? So yeah, it also unlocks a shortcut here. If we actually go onto this lift later on, it takes us to a place where we can actually save one of our guys, one of our bros. But yeah, until we get a little bit further into the game, it won't let us use that shortcut, not yet. Okay, now let's get rid of the thingamybobber on my head. You gave it to me, where is it? There we go. There we go. And now there's another thing to consider down here. You can do this straight away, if you really want to. But I'm not a fan of doing it until much later on, because you don't really gain much for doing it. You just get some, basically cosmetic equipment a little bit earlier. If you see those tentacles over there, those are the tentacles of the area boss. Pardon me. Also down there, you can see Capra Demon just waiting by all this lava. Okay. In order to get down there and actually deal with all of that, we have to defeat that boss first, then do the level, then defeat another boss to gain access to the next part of the level. So yeah, hell does things a little bit backwards. We're not going to be doing it yet. There's nothing really to be gained. There's more to actually gain later on, if we just do it in one fell swoop later on. Now where's my hat? Plenty of hats, but there we go. Right, so I haven't leveled up. Obviously we've got a lot of souls there from grinding. Grinding out those humanities, grinding out everything else as well. Yeah, our next step, like I said, it gives you a choice, but our next step, I think, in my opinion, we need to get to Sen's fortress, the place where we saw the gate and the giant opened the gate. The place where the giants live that open gates. That's where we need to go. And that is a couple of ways of doing it. Either way, we are going to have to finish Blighttown. That's right. It's not even finished yet. There's actually an important character which we unlocked when we got our Pyromancy Flame up to +10. We're going to be speaking to that lady. We're going to be sneaking to that lady as well, because we don't want to be dealing with all the nonsense. We managed to pick up the bonus weapons as well whilst grinding off screen. I'm going to show those to you in a minute once this is all done. Yeah, I'll pillage that corpse, right? Oh, son of a gun. We got him anyway. Right. Watch me get the pickaxe now. Down you go, son. Bam! Amazing. I wish I had iframes like that, I'm telling you. Right, dung pie, there we go. Now I am poisoned, yay. Oh, 2 in 1. Right. This young lady...
A mere undead, yet you can see me. Fascinating.
This is how I respond to strangers in the street.
I am not often revealed to walkers of flesh. You have a gift. Are you too one who seeks my pyromancy, like Solomon?
I am.
Yes, of course.
I certainly am.
It should be expected. Very well. You shall be my pupil, but to pursue my pyromancy, you must give something up.
Oh, what could that be, I wonder? What on earth could it be that we need to give up in order to get this lady's pyromancy? Souls. It's always souls. It's always going to be souls. Now, this lady, yeah, it's good that we unlocked her. Sometimes she doesn't show up. There's weird triggers for her. Usually, once you've got your pyromancy flame up to +10, that's when she shows up. That's when you can start talking to her. But sometimes it doesn't work, and I don't know why. But yeah, once she does show up, she can turn that pyromancy flame +15 into an advanced pyromancy flame. Just take a look there. You see? Everything just improves, even though it just calls itself a pyromancy flame. Let's get it done. Let's get this as high as we can. Ah, son of a gun. Well, pyromancy flame advanced +3 is pretty good. She's got some equipment as well. Item, sorry. Undead report. Okay, so we've not really yeah, we're gonna get some more stuff. Combustion. Great combustion. Fireball. There we go. We already have better pyromancies than most of this stuff because of our allegiance to the chaos demons. But it's nice to have them for completionist sake. Probably not going to use them, but it's nice to have them. Let's see what this lady's got to say.
I accepted another pupil like yourself. Over 200 years ago, there was a man almost as bungling as you in your world.
Bungling.
He was called Solomon, the master pyromancer. The little rascal really made something of himself.
Oh, Solomon.
Pyromancy is the art of invoking and manipulating fire. But remember one thing. Always fear the flame. lest you be devoured by it and lose yourself. I would hate to see that happen again.
Hate to see that happen again.
Pyromancy is the art that...
Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so we've got everything we can for now from this lady. I was hoping that we could
Lest my time
complete that pyromancy flame, but that's just one of them things. It's just one of them things. A +3 advanced pyromancy flame at this level in the game is ridiculously OP, especially if we do combine it with those spells that we just picked up earlier. So it's nothing to be sniffed at, but it would have been nice. Right. Okay, so yeah, we got poison. Let's just get rid of the poison. Bam! Bam! In all fairness, he went to attack me first, so... There we go. Right, so, next bit about this area. We basically only did the first half. This next bit is a bit... Look at that. 53 dung pies. That's how many of them giants I had to kill in order to get that club. Anyway, more than that actually, because some of them didn't even drop the pies. Anyway, it's time for the second half of Blighttown. There's a lot to get from this part. It's well worth doing it, certainly. That fire orb, we want great lightning. Here we go. Honestly, these bugs do my head in. Not as much as these. Bam! Down you go. This is one of those uniquely video gamey bits, I find. It does have them. It does have them. But yeah, you can see it yourself. It's just a gauntlet of buggers, basically. Zeus! You will run, son. Oh, I was so close! Right. Let's get this final guy done. Yeah, you weren't expecting any of that, were you, son? What am I doing? What am I doing? Right, there we go. Dead. Ah! Son of a gun. Son of a gun. Left it too late. Too late. I went for the heal. I went for the heal. Didn't even go for the heal. Oh well. Those guys are dead and gone now. We never have to worry about them. Is there a part in the game where we're ever going to get toxic again? I can't even remember. I don't even know. I can't remember. Oh well. Hopefully not. That would be nice. Still, there's lots of other things to worry about. There we go. Now remember in the previous episode where I said, you know, obviously this isn't some... This whole structure just isn't some, you know, toddler's effort. You know, it's made of wood, so it needs constant maintenance. It's got machinery going on. Okay, which again would require maintenance. So what on earth has been going on here to just turn everybody so violent? It really doesn't make sense that somebody would just show up and they would just go, kill that guy. It doesn't make any sense at all. Right, so we've got our stuff back. Excellent. Probably the best way to deal with this little part is to try and range these dogs. Try and get them ranged because, yeah, they attack really fast, they hit really hard, and they have fire breath. So, yeah. Be as cheap as this game is. I see you. I can see you. Why aren't you locking on? Right, okay. Let's try it this way, shall we? Fire orb on a hot dog, let's see. Did not surprisingly work. There we go. Zeus! Right, okay, so it's not letting me lock on there. It's time to get real. 1. Okay, now if you're not careful, you can actually obviously fall out of here and die, but there's another little archway over there which we're going to get onto in a minute. Leads to some pretty decent armour, I have to say. Oh, it's a what they call a twinkling armour set. It can only be upgraded with twinkling titanite, and it is pretty baller as well. There we go. But if you end up falling off that arch, Firekeeper Soul, thank you. If you run fast enough, you can jump off that spinning wheel and jump into this part, and it'll save your life, as long as you're willing to then try and dodge the dogs, because you will not have any stamina at that point. And obviously as well, if you haven't done this first, you have all the toxic blow dart guys as well to deal with too. So yeah, that's why we did this first. Did we get the item? Yeah, we did. Right. Thankfully, the second half, what I call the second half of Blighttown, it's really not that long. Thank goodness. It's just complicated and more challenging. Okay, more stress-inducing anyway, in my opinion. Right, there we go. That's done. Down you go. So what's over here? Let's take a look. First of all, we have the Crimson Armour and a Tin Banishment Catalyst. We have the Sorcery Remedy. There you go. Very, very powerful armour set, like I said. It will make you look like a like an old school wizard. Let's take a look actually. Just get past all this junk. Right, there we go. Flipping heck, where is it? There we go. Ho ho! Yeah, we'll use this for a second or two. Why not, eh? Why not? It offers 0 poise. Woo! To be honest, it genuinely, like, I don't think it offers anything really, to be fair, but considering it's just clothes, it does have like high defense considering. So yeah, it's nice looking as well. I like it. Okay, so we're basically done now. Now, as I was grinding, in order to get the large club, I had to unfortunately come up here. This is the best place to grind it. I opened this chest and I got the new Londo key, which does help grinding significantly. But then I realised I didn't actually need it. There was actually a closer bonfire, a better one as well. So, yay. If you're looking for that key, that was the chest that you get it out of. Bam! Down you go. They're both coming. So they think. I look like a wizard, I may as well act like one. There we go. Get lost. Right, so Blighttown is now completed, and we do have a choice now on how we want to proceed. We can either A, go across this rickety bridge here, go up that elevator, and go back to Firelink Shrine. So let's take a look at this route. Okay, so we're back at New Londo Ruins, look. Obviously, we would have had a lot of green titanite by this point. So now would be the perfect time to speak to this guy. Get your sword leveled up and upgraded to a magic weapon if you wanted. Oh, I can't wait to rest at that bonfire. He says looking at the camera. Right. So, yes, you would probably be tempted to come this way. But unfortunately, there's a major issue. The Firekeeper is dead. The Firekeeper is dead. We have no idea who killed her, but she is dead. We have been given her outfit and a black eye orb, which will keep a lookout for the sinner that actually did it. Try to ignite the flame. Firekeeper is absent, cannot light bonfire, so we are buggered. Does this guy know anything?
Did you ring the second bell? That is incredible, I must say. But now we have a new problem. It's noisy, it snores, and its breath is lethal. This is no laughing matter, I tell you.
Stepfathers.
Damn, that stench. And I was really beginning to like it here. Oh, maybe it's time I do something about it.
Do something about it, he says.
Maybe it's time I do something about it.
Well, what's he talking about? Who's he talking about? What's going on? Let me show you. It's not this fella. He is always here. But where's his troop?
Ah, oh, you. Have you seen milady? Oh, blast, where might she be? And would she be safe?
Where would she be, I wonder?
Oh, I'm sorry. Miracles, was it? Sometimes I lose myself. Pay me no mind.
Sometimes I lose myself in my own evil. Now, I can't even speak to him. He won't even let me have the option to speak to him. It's the only thing left is Great Heal. We don't want to enter a covenant with him. Because we're not online, so we don't need his covenant. But yeah, he has basically lost that girl and her guys. Even though his job is to be their guide, so whatever.
Oh, hello there. You've been a stranger these days. Why? What spectacular pyromancy? Tell me about it. I have never seen anything like it. Why, yes, of course. Thank you for sharing. I'm still an able pyromancer. I shall locate her myself. I'm in your debt once again.
Yeah. I'm sure you'll do fine finding her.
Teacher, whom I imagine still resides in the Great Swamp, had a funny way of putting it. He said that pyromancy is the ultimate fantasy. Dark and warmed by fire, but this fire we cannot touch. Those whose fascination with fire persists learn to hold it in their own hand. He rather had a way with words, the old withering frog.
His master being Salaman, of course.
This land, pyromancers earn a certain respect. The Witch of Izalith, one of the legendary lords, is the godmother of pyromancy. So the day I became undead, I was ecstatic. I felt as if I'd been chosen to attune myself to the ancient arts. Of course, it wasn't all that romantic in the end.
Tell me about it.
The pyromancer's flame is a part of his flame. When I gave you that, please take good care.
Yeah, we've already had that dialogue, so let's leave him
Be
alone.
safe, friend. Don't you dare go Otto.
Yeah, you be safe as well for as long as possible. Hello, what on earth are you?
Ah, hello. Was it you who rang the bell of awakening?
What if it was?
Primordial serpent, King Seeker Framt, close friend of the great Lord Wind, chosen undead, who has rung the bell of awakening. I wish to elucidate your fate. Do you seek such enlightenment?
Oh, go on then.
Very well. Then I am pleased to share. Chosen undead, your fate is to succeed the great Lord Wind, so that you may link the fire, cast away the dark, and undo the curse of the undead. To this end, you must visit Anor Londo and acquire the Lord Vessel.
Really? Really? Well, that sounds almost too good to be true, doesn't it, guys?
I am pleased to see you well. Is it something?
I mean, I've got no reason to not trust such a handsome face. But anyway, whatever. This guy's pretty useful. He serves basically to buy your stuff. Let's just say that. We have a bottomless box. We've bought it. But if you just don't want to have the items at all and you want to get some souls, you can feed him the items. The item value themselves are things that he finds valuable, which is something I found quite interesting. So say I've got loads of short swords here. He's only going to give me 50 souls. 50 souls for long swords as well. A boulder side sword, which is a great weapon, 50. And even at a broken straight sword, it is 50. Okay, look at that. Look at the state of it. Okay, now, a Dragon King Great Axe, on the other hand, that's worth 5,000 souls to this guy. Which says an awful lot considering who he is. He's, you know, obviously Gwyn's right hand, so to speak. Obviously they hate dragons, and this is proof that you've just cut off the tail of a dragon. So yeah, very, 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 very interesting. Is there anything else similar to that? Pyromancy Flame, very nice. All about linking the fire, aren't they? All about linking the fire. Talisman. Crest shield and a Black Knight shield equal the same. That's very interesting. I wonder what that's all about. But anyway, that's just an example. What we can do as well, we can feed this guy shards, and he will grind them up and turn them into more smaller shards. So say I fed him a red titanite chunk, I won't. He'll turn that into green titanite. And if I fed him a large titanite chunk there, just a regular one, I say, well, titanite chunk just on its own, he'll turn that into a large titanite shard. And if we feed him either one of these, he will turn that into regular small titanite shards. It's useful if you've got a good supply of chunks, if you know where to get them. We don't yet, so yeah, we don't need to worry about any of that. Has he got anything more to say?
Realm of lords must brave Sen's fortress, a deadly house of traps. Many have gone before you, but none have returned. Fate has chosen you, but proceed with caution. Those who seek
Many have gone before me, but I'm the one.
Sen's fortress, a deadly house of traps. Many have gone before you, but none have returned. Fate has chosen you, but proceed with caution.
Rito.
Farewell, chosen undead. I remain here and await thee.
Yeah, I'll bet. I'll bet. Right, so that's what we find if we come this way. I'm not sure whether our sorcerer... What's happened? Has our sorcerer buddy got something else to say, or...
Oh, hello. Well, you certainly are keeping at it. Myself. Have you heard of Big Hat Logan?
Has he got a big hat?
He's a great sorcerer and my teacher. Both of us came to this land as undead. But one day, he departed, leaving only a note. I suppose he wished to keep me out of harm's way. But where does that leave me? I have dedicated myself to sorcery, but Master Logan could find no use for me.
No use at all. That's because you have basic bitch stuff. That's why. Anyway.
Yes, the note that Master Logan left. It only said he would travel to Anolondo by way of Sen's fortress. I can only guess that he seeks the regal archives. For Master Logan is a tireless pursuer of wisdom. Wisdom trumps all. Everything else is hogwash. When the curse turned him undead, I'm certain that he only felt it was the perfect chance to visit this land. I only wish that I had his courage. Two things are required. First,
Oh, yeah. A wand and whatever. Don't forget to aim!
Stay safe.
Right, so he's basically telling us that his sensei is in Sen's fortress, basically. That's what he's saying. Right, now there's another way, and in my opinion, a better way to get up to Sen's Fortress. Yeah, it's important that we spoke to a couple of those NPCs there, but there is another way to do it. Okay. Oh, these elevators, honestly. Sometimes I think to myself, why an elevator? Like, if you just had like a spiral staircase or something, at least it feels more engaging, but hey, whatever. I'm sure I'd complain if it was the other way around as well, so whatever. Yeah, New Londo Ruins, I'll get to you. I will get to you guys. Right. We did not rest at a bonfire, so we have got some very limited resources here. But thankfully, we are not going to need all of them. Thank goodness. If we go this way, Valley of the Drakes, if we cut across this rickety bridge, take a look at this fella. This is a rotting zombie dragon. He'll remain asleep for as long as you don't touch his stuff, which is fine. It's a brilliant design. Absolutely brilliant design. Yeah, obviously he's rotting and decaying, but it's not disgusting. There's a bit of dignity, with a lot of the creatures around here. And there's a little trick to beating this guy as well. Because we want that stuff, we're going to get that stuff. Okay, if you just come up here. Zeus! Bam! That'll wake you up, son. Zeus! I think we're going to run out of lightning here. But that's fine. Zeus! 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 That's it. We have run out of lightning, we have got no fire orbs, and this guy's still alive. Right, let's get rid of that. Where are they? There we go. Black fire bombs! These will save our ass. Kinda. They will kind of save our ass. Yeah, you don't want to fight that guy straight on. He will murder you. Your family will forget who you are. He will murder you so hard. Right. Astora's Straight Sword. Dragon Crest Shield. Soul of a Proud Knight. 3 people tried to take that guy on. Still got murdered. And now this stuff is mine. Let's take a look at that straight sword. Okay, I can wield it. Excellent. I may just do that. I might level this up. I don't know. Astora's Straight Sword. Straight sword from an unknown knight, likely one of Astora's superiors. High quality weapon with a powerful blessing. Powerful blessing. What's the blessing? It's divine, which means that we can use that now and take on, the undead skeletons and things like that in the. Pardon me, inside the actual catacombs themselves. They have a horrible gimmick where they will just come back to life even after you kill them until you get rid of the necromancer. Pardon me. Just getting my stuff back together. Go. Where are they? There we go. So we can go there now, but I would like the chance to level that weapon up. It's pretty powerful. It is pretty powerful. But it's what they call a quality weapon. So you need both strength, dex, and faith, if you actually looked at the scaling, to actually make that weapon any good, really. So, dodge! Yeah, do not engage do not engage with these blue guys unless you have some kind of magic going on. Do not engage with them. We have waited an awful long time to get to a bonfire as well, so do not engage with those blue guys. They are far beyond what is necessary. Right. What I will say though is, now that we've come here, there is actually a bonfire at the top of this lift, and we have actually left some pretty powerful gear. So once I heal up, we are gonna deal with some of those dragons here. Tune. Kind of another fire orb. Fire orb. I'm saying, yeah, good. No, I just got healed. What am I doing? What am I doing, guys? Answers in the comments. Right, let's go do them. They're a great place as well to get dragon scales. So if you have a dragon weapon that you want to use, this is the place to grind. And yeah, there's also a dragon covenant as well, which is interesting. You'll need dragon scales for that as well. Oh, we're doing well here. He says as he then dies. Okay, there we go. One down. We have got a few more to go. Let's try and get this fella without resorting to magic. Right. Yeah, that lightning breath is appalling. Do not get hit by that lightning breath. It goes through shields and everything. These guys are a walking nightmare. Bleh. Oh, it's gonna knock me off, it's gonna knock me off, it's gonna knock me off! Not today! So I'm thinking to myself, this is a... Yeah, that is an enemy and a half. Lots of health in that guy, lots of health. You want to try and tackle these guys one at a time as well. Do not aggro all three of them. Do not. So... Oh! Trying to get me to aggro the others, but it's not going to happen. Oh no! Son of a gun. And now I've got to go through all that just to get my souls back as well. Right. Well, that's life. There's a very important treasure that those guys are guarding. Now, judging from what's just happened, it might be worth my time to just leave it and come back later on. Maybe. Now, I only killed 2, didn't I? So I can just get rid of this guy and the other guy. Boom! Seems I'm kicking its ass. Oh my god. Well, you knew better. You knew better, and you went and did it anyway. This is your fault. Right, okay. There's no point in going back there now. Anyway, let's move on. This, in my opinion, whoa, sunshine! I'm talking to the audience. Right, this, in my opinion, is the better way to get to Sen's Fortress. It's an organic way to get into the Darkroot Basin, kill a lot of baddies, get a lot of goodies. Yeah, you can get a Divine Ember as well. So if you're not looking to use the Astora Straight Sword, you can use something else. You can make anything divine. God, look at this. Bam! Bam! Blue Titanite chunk. Do not mind if I do, son. Okay, so we don't actually need this ring anymore, do I? There I am. There we go. We'll keep the rusty ring on, because there's a part here that becomes very useful. Right. First treasure, Green Crest Shield. A shield that's so good, I actually consider using it instead of the hollow shield. I can just find it. Yes, old medium metal shield of unknown origin. The grass crest is lightly imbued with magic, which slightly speeds stamina recovery. Now, it doesn't have 100% block, which is a shame. But if you combine this with, say, the Evil Eye Ring, you know, obviously the Server or the Butcher's Knife, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter at all. Right, again, we've got a split path. Best thing to do is come up here first before we go down there. Maybe use some of that stamina that you're busy regenerating, Michael. How about it? Bam! Twinkly Titanite, love it. Now, I'm positive that there's an armour set around here. There we go. It wasn't showing up before. There we go. Ah, it's hidden away, that's why. Here we go, boom. We have the Hunter's Kit. Leather armour, leather gloves, leather boots, longbow and feather arrow. The longbow and feather arrow are actually pretty useful if you can use them. Let's see if I've got the stats to use them. Flipping heck, I need to get rid of some of this. I don't! Got a crossbow though, but if I'm going to use a crossbow, I can just use my magic. So... anyway, whatever. Whatever! Let's heal up. Oh, I don't believe it, honestly. I don't believe that, but I knew better. I knew better. Why did I have to fight the dragons when I wasn't prepared to fight the dragons? I knew I needed better weapons. I knew I needed better armour. There we go. I just thought, I'll throw some fireballs. It'll be whatever. Anyway, it's over now. Right, there's nothing actually in here that we need to grind, per se. We've got some plant people. Do them. Let's do them. Get lost. Purple moss clump there. Get out of here! Okay, now be careful coming down here because this guy just comes out of the ground out of nowhere. Blech. Okay. Yeah, there's not really too much to say, really, about... Oh, what did I just see there? Hello! Right, that is the boss of the area. We can't fight it yet. Certainly not, but it's rather telling, really. That is a Moonlight butterfly. It is a minion of Seath the Scaleless. What it is doing here, I have no idea, but once we get to the top of that tower, you'll see for yourself. It's very, very sus why it's up there. Oh, I didn't pick up a glowy thing. Oh, don't forget that. Don't forget the glowy thing. There's one there as well. I'm not going to forget you either. There we go. Nameless soldier. Right, so let's just carry on. We spotted a glowy door. Did I get the key for it? I can't remember. Let's see, because you can buy the key for this. No, I don't have it, sadly. Right, well, we'll just move on. Okay, now because I don't have any humanity, oh, pardon me, ladies and gentlemen. Pardon me, sorry about that. And now, because I do not have any humanity, I cannot reverse my hollowing. I cannot kindle this bonfire. Thankfully, all is not lost. We did manage to pick up a couple of these. Where are they? Twin humanities. This is the major use for a twin humanity. 2 humanities straight away. Means I can reverse hollowing. Humanity restored there, look. And I can kindle the flame at the same time. There we go, lovely jubbly. Let's just repair equipment whilst we're actually here as well. So this is the most most pointless activity, that. Why they bothered including weapon and armor degradation, I don't know. It's so easy to just, you know, repair it, and so cheap. It's just pointless, just a pointless thing. Anyway, whatever. Dark Souls has sold more games than anything that I've ever put out. From Software have done that, so this is a trap. Do not pick that up unless you want to get murdered. If you'd like to get murdered, please like, please subscribe, and leave a comment in the comment section and pick up that item. Right. Serious roll. Here we go. Okay. Let's take a look. Look at this guy here just lying down on the job. Come on, son. Here I am. Yeah. Ha! These guys, I actually like these guys. It's a pretty cool set of armour. If you've got the strength to wear that, you are a monster, basically. But it is incredibly heavy. It's incredibly heavy, and there is actually better armours out there. We've got a two-headed snake here. Look at that. I love that snake. I love that design so much. There we go. Yeah, I love that design so much. Partisan. It's a pokey spear that does a sweep attack as well, the Partisan. So if you're into that kind of thing, go for it. It's fairly decent. Oh. Also, these guys are left-handed. I have no idea what the relevance is to it being left-handed, but yeah, it's left-handed. They actually drop their sword and shield as well. And their sword comes with a magic attack, which slows everybody in the area down. So you can hammer them to death, basically. Well worth getting if you think that you can use it. There's no slouch, certainly not. Alright, now we've got to be careful around this section because we want that orb. We've got 4 plant peoples and 2 giants to actually deal with. So how do we deal with it? Right. First of all, we line ourselves up. Take that guy out first. Okay, that guy takes a while to wake up. We drag him over here. Right, now that he's away from his buddies, take him on as normal. Dead. Look at that. Look at that, folks. That is how you do it. So yeah, they didn't even get alerted to my presence, even though I was taking out their guys one by one. We managed to obtain the Elite Knight set. Just going to show this off. You've probably seen this 100 times, but this is where you get it. Look at that bad boy. Yeah. Right, well, we're going to use some of its stuff. I happen to like the leggings. But I prefer the gauntlets, the boulder gauntlets. Oh my god, I'm selling so much stuff when I'm grinding. Right, check out that bad boy. Can I move? Can I dodge roll? Yes, I can. Excellent. Don't forget to summon this woman. She has a baller hat, which is what you'll want later on. It gives her special fashion powers. And you can have those powers yourself. Okay, now, there it is. We will find it very difficult to actually reach that doorway before she gets summoned. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. She will basically handle this fight by herself. Cracked wooden shield, look. It is perfect for this fight because this is nothing but magic. Why you gotta make a fool of me, Witch Beatrice? Why have you got to make a fool of me? Bam! Look at the damage she's just done. That's after scaling up. Bam! This butterfly is going down. I'm not even going to touch it. Now she continues to whack this butterfly. Even though it's on the thing. Look at the state of that. Blech. I'm going to try and contribute. Let me contribute! And I helped. Look at the damage that did nothing. And bye. So she basically soloed that. And she's not even a Vinheim dude. She just learned magic on her own, apparently, according to her equipment. Right, so now that that's gone, we have its soul. Let's take a look up here. Let's see what it was guarding, what it was looking at. Big old tower. Now, why doesn't it have a lift? Spinning me around on that spiral staircase. Yeah, it was guarding a blacksmith. A blacksmith who has turned to stone. Now, what's in his hands? What's he praying? What's he holding? Watchtower basement key. Okay, that's going to be useful in a moment. A divine ember. Okay, so this is obviously a divine blacksmith. And a homeward bone. Now, yeah, that is very, very interesting that this guy, the divine blacksmith, creator of divine godly weapons, is holding that watchtower tea. Watchtower tea? Watchtower key. Okay, looking at the time, I'm just going to jump back here. And I'm going to do a spin around. And I'm going to say that this video is a little bit long. So I'm going to leave it here for now. We are going to investigate what that watchtower is all about in the next episode. We've got some more things to do here in the basin. Well, not in the basin, but in Darkroot Garden in general. And then we're going to go into the basin and we're going to sort that out too. But yeah, until later on, I hope you have a lovely day, guys. Thank you very much.